Hey, folks. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is John Duffin here with Duffin Media. Welcome back to another episode of Your Monday Motivation, where we get to kickstart your week. And it's always a team effort here. Me and my partner in crime, Chad Levine, the superstar lender, superstar coach. We're your team, Jason T. Herbert, manning all things technical and looking and sounding great from Make It Better Marketing. And you're noticing you're just seeing me today. I got it. We're not high. It's already, as I said, it's we're going to do our best. Chad Levine just rocks the show, and Chad has another commitment this morning, which means I get to fly solo. But Chad Levine has his rubber stamp, his blueprint all over the show, and he makes me better and makes all of us better. So we're going to literally carry this today for Chad, knowing full well that he's a rock star. Hey, man, and if you lived in Philadelphia, if you're local, then I got to tell you that this was a busy weekend. Some great stuff, some not so great stuff. I watched someone Friday night. Yeah, she had a band. Yeah, she had dancers. Yeah, she had lights. Yeah, she had tech. But talk about honoring a commitment and pushing forward. Taylor Swift at Lincoln Financial Field. Yeah, there was all kinds of stuff about the expensive ticket price, gouging, and scalpers and what have you. But you want to push forward. Watch somebody rock a 70,000 seat arena for 3.25 hours. She took 0 breaks. Hey, the band took a break. The dancers were taking breaks. She didn't. Taylor Swift literally demonstrated, and that was the first of 3 consecutive nights in Philadelphia. 70,000 people, not to mention all the people that showed up for free hanging out in the parking lot. Why does that matter? Well, it was a hell of a lot of fun. I got to attend it with my friend Betsy. But why does it matter? You want to talk about pushing forward. To think that expensive tickets commanding a 70,000 seat outdoor stadium and keeping an audience enraptured for 3.25 hours, the fact of the matter is requires a lot of doing. These are always team efforts. But when we talk today about pushing forward, that's an example of how absolutely you think. I think to myself, like this morning, well, what do I have to do today? And I go through my list. None of them are commanding a 70,000 seat stadium. None of them. So my thought is, I know I can push forward because I watched somebody do it. And if you're a Philadelphia fan as well, too, Philadelphia native and or Philadelphia fan, tough loss yesterday by the Philadelphia 76ers. Really tough with an ugly feeling at the end of it. So it wasn't like everything in terms of the market went great. But lastly, this show today is dedicated not just to my family, it's dedicated this to my mom specifically, who celebrated yesterday in person, celebrated her 94th birthday. Marie Ryan, rock star actress, an inspiration to me. She's unbelievable. And we got to celebrate her live and in person. So for us today, we get to celebrate with each other live and in person via Facebook. So it is great to have all of you here. I hope this weekend was terrific. I hope your Monday start has already gone well. So our purpose today, thinking of the 4 pillars, 4 avenues, my thought is this is the action initiative today. Obviously, mindset always factors in, but this quote today to keep us moving. If you're in Philly, it's a perfect sunny Monday. Maybe you were busy over the weekend. Maybe you're thinking, I've got time later on. It's so nice. I'm just going to, ease into the week. I'm telling you, don't. Jason, if you don't mind, if you give me the quote first, and we're going to get it. Here's the quote that I found for me, and I'll speak for me and hope it works for you. The quote, push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Found this out of success.com. Darren Hardy, a monster thought leader, Darren Hardy's magazine. And it's, again, push yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. And so what do we typically do here? Yeah, we kickstart your week. Format is this. We deliver a quote. Then we're going to go for 2 minutes in terms of the practicality of it. Afterwards, we will literally bring it into real time, give you a couple suggestions as to how you can push yourself. So, Jason, if you don't mind, if you can set the timer, damn, he's good, ain't he? So listen, the push yourself part can be tough. I am speaking specifically to everybody who's nice enough to be watching, but to any entrepreneur that does not have a specific boss or client breathing down their neck saying, I need this by 10:15, or I need this now. And it's you. I'm speaking to you. I'm literally speaking to you from a coaching mindset. The truth of the matter is, it is tough sometimes to push yourself. And you keep thinking you have time. And I don't want to get maudlin or overly sentimental, and I won't. But here's the thing. I don't have the time that I think I do. I'm lucky that I've been able to navigate a career and a coaching platform and be on the show, our team show, speaking with you. But you never know how something's going to shake, you know? And you think of all the people that couldn't celebrate with their moms yesterday for whatever reason, or their moms were there, but it wasn't an ideal situation. So you think you have time. I don't know that there's any. I do know there's no guarantee to that. So what do? Just start getting in the rhythm, easing in. I think I'll handle this later today. Don't. Get into the habit. If you're not already in it, get in it. If you're in the habit, do start handling the things that need to be handled in terms of responsibilities. Don't overthink this. The fact of the matter is, you've got things to do. Start to do them if you haven't already. If you are, literally keep going, because the fact of the matter is, you're going to build some sort of a rhythm. Those habits are going to put you to the finish line. So forgive me for laughing. I feel like it is my personal challenge that I have to be done by the 2-minute mark. And I'm delighted. I saw that alarm go up, but I didn't hear the horrific sounds or buzzers. So the fact of the matter is, folks, this is what we're talking about. That from a realistic perspective, maybe you do have time. Maybe the stuff can wait till later this afternoon. Maybe you've been pushing yourself already. Maybe you already need a break. But I'm going to give you a couple of practical suggestions here. The truth of the matter is, as I said, the pushing yourself is literally getting into a rhythm. That's what this is all about. It is getting into the rhythm of just having things done. When I say don't overthink it, literally flat out, don't turn. If you don't feel like handling your biggest, most important need at this moment, well, then do something else. Not busy work, but get into the rhythm of getting things done. Like for me, and I'll speak for myself, like I have a coaching platform. I am setting up a free live coaching program. What's involved in that? Understanding what I want to share in regards to information, setting the date, alerting people to the fact that it needs to happen. All of those things literally can take a matter of minutes, but if it just sits there, then nothing gets done. So for myself, I'm going to give you guys an early heads up, by the way, that you were on watching me either live or on replay, that coming next week, I'm doing a free live coaching. Thank you, Jason. Wednesday, May the 24th at 5 p.m. for me as an executive mentor. What I tend to do, what's involved. I'll answer 2 questions. Number 1, why should you attend? If you are someone who is not being heard the way that you want to be heard, or too afraid to speak, or the fact of the matter is, if you are an executive, media sales, whether it's real estate, and people are not taking what you say seriously, whether it's a respect issue, a communications issue, That's where I can help. That's what I do. I get to speak in front of live audiences. I get to speak in front of groups. I get to speak in front of companies and individuals. And that's what I get to do. As I get to do that, I've realized that one of the things where I can give back, so to speak, are these free live coaching platforms. So who's it for? Anyone that feels like they want to communicate better, to either ask for something big in a personal perspective or business-wise, ask for money and not feel nervous or uncomfortable, to be able to command a room, a boardroom table, a listing, whatever it happens to be, the ability to be able to speak with confidence and with clarity. That's who this is for. And what will you get out of that? Well, the fact of the matter is, well, I typically have 4 pillars that I work off of. I find one, like for instance, mindset for me is huge. Taking action is so much easier when you can put yourself in a mindset. And as you are taking action, your voice will work alongside with you. So I'll focus on one pillar, mindset, for instance, and I will give very specific techniques that will help you in a presentation, whether it's 30 minutes before, 5 minutes before, or literally game time decision. And you'll get the opportunity to learn specific tips, tricks, techniques that will enable you to better command a room. Use your mind to better leverage your voice. When we talk about optimizing your communications so that you, by leveraging your voice, so that you'll, in essence, optimize your life, that's what we get to do. So, folks, that's a free live coaching opportunity. It's typically no more than an hour, if that. Last thing I want to do is bludgeon people. And that includes this morning, by the way, that I'm not going to bludgeon people, but it's an opportunity. If you want to take advantage of it, there's going to be a link all over social media. There'll be a link in this room specifically where you can, in essence, sign up, 0 obligation. I just hope I get the chance to work with you and have some fun. So that's in terms of what's offering. But for us today, what I'd love to be able to do is just as a reminder, if you did maybe 2 or 3 things, no more than 2 or 3 things. And if that seems like a lot, then pick one. But the fact of the matter is, the motivation is this. When you accomplish something, go through the list, take 5 minutes to think, what should be done today? And then you'll find all sorts of things will come flying out. If you're not the calendar type, I'd suggest you become the calendar type. It makes this process so much easier. But say you're not. Say you haven't, right? Or you got a little sloppy with the calendar. Literally, piece of paper and a pen. What comes flying out of the top of your head? Like, oh, God, I got to handle this. Oh, God, I got to call so-and-so. Oh, God, I've got to write up this. You'll see. And then my recommendation in terms of pushing yourself is do one of them. Just pick one. If it takes 3 minutes, great. If it takes 9 hours, fine. Whatever it is, pick one. Whatever. Which one? Whatever the one is you're actually going to do that has something to do with moving forward. That's all. Oh, you know what? I think I'll go wash the car. Has very little to do with moving yourself forward unless you're a race car driver or a delivery person. It has very little to do. So I don't mean deviate and go offline. What I mean is this. What should I be doing today? As I'm as close to guaranteeing as I can get here. You're going to find more than one thing that jumps off your mind. Write it down. Number 1, just write it down. Number 2, circle one of them. You know what I'm going to do? For me today, me personally, what I chose, what I circled was this. Reach out to every person, whether it's an email, that's likely what it'll be, but it's a 2-step process. What I actually circled, reach out to every person who has seen me in person over the last 10 days. I'm grateful that it's been a lot of people. From a business side, I got the chance to speak at the Bucks County Real Producers Awards Derby event. It was incredible. We talked about it last Monday. I got the chance to be a public address announcer at a triathlon in Medford, New Jersey, the River Winds Triathlon. Bunch of people there that I got the privilege to communicate with. I'm going to find an opportunity to invite all of them. Oh, and a political fundraiser. Folks in Philadelphia, Election Day is tomorrow. Tomorrow. Push yourself. If you are a registered voter, just vote. I'm not turning this political. I'm talking this civic. If you are a resident and you have a voter registration, go use it. I'm not telling you who to vote for. This is not the platform. I'm only asking, push yourself to simply vote. But I saw a bunch of people at an event literally about a week and a half ago. Reach to every one of them. If it's a simple email invite to the free live coaching, if it's a simple, hey, how's it going? Here's something I thought you might like. That's the one thing that I circled today. Is it the only thing I should be doing? No, but it was the one thing when I'm like, you know what? I'm going to feel great when this is done. And that's my suggestion to you. Again, push yourself. Push yourself sometimes is not as hard as you think. It is necessary. Why? One more time. I'm going to go back to the following, which is number one. If you are an entrepreneur, if you work solo or for a small company and you don't have a boss breathing down your neck, well, then this is on you. It's on me. Flat out. Who's going to do it? Me. Why? No one else is going to. And it still needs to be done. So number one, if that's you, here's your heads up. Number two, if you've got your calendar and it's all organized, that's beautiful. Good for you. You get the A+ there, but you got to freaking use it. I'm speaking to all of us. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm in that too. Look at your calendar. What the hell did you book today that you need to do? Circle one. If you didn't, that's okay. That's okay. No one's telling anybody what to do here. These are all suggestions. But the fact of the matter is to push yourself into action. Take a pen and paper. Invest 5 minutes. It's basically just mind dump. That's all it is. What should I be doing today? And things will come up. Then 3, take a look at it. Circle one of them that moves what you want forward, not diversions. Again, I think I'll go food shopping. I think I'll wash the car. I think I'll go get some sun. Got a lot yesterday, and that was a mistake. But the fact of the matter is, none of those have to do with progression. So what we do here at Your Monday Motivation is we don't talk at people, right? This is a highly interactive show. These are suggestions. Find one that moves you forward. Find one that if you do it, you're going to feel good about doing it. And then lastly for today, go do it. Go do it. Do it to the best of your ability. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just go do it. So then you can literally, number one, feel great about the fact you accomplished something. You accomplished something that actually mattered. And then lastly, it's like it never puts you in a bad direction as it regards to progression. It never does, right? I mean, then you're like, okay, I can handle whatever comes from the action because typically it's something good, something you didn't realize. And that's what we want to leave you with today. So for me, I am so damn grateful that I get this opportunity to use this platform. I am so damn grateful to Chad Levine and also to Jason T. Herbert that we get this opportunity to share, that this turns into an us thing, not a me thing, right? All of us, anyone here who is watching live or on replay, we are really grateful to you. And then I'm just leave you with this, which is just realizing what's what one individual was capable of doing over the weekend, literally taking over the city of Philadelphia, and hundreds of thousands of enraptured people were literally like fixated. And I was one. It was one of the best concerts I ever saw, but it reminded me, if Taylor Swift could do that, 3.25 hours, no breaks, command stadiums over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I could find one thing that I can circle and say, hey, John, I can do that. And I'll bet you can too. So, folks, we laid it all on the line for you today. I love it better when Chad Levine is here, and I'll bet you do too, but that's okay. That's okay. We carry his energy. We carry Chad's message. And, folks, you have just heard another episode of Your Monday Motivation. This is John Duffin here with Duffin Media. Chad Levine, we typically say this is our superstar lender, but we deliver your weekly kick in the arse. How's that, Chad? In the meantime, folks, we are really grateful to you. Have a great, fantastic rest of the Monday. Push yourself a little bit, and I think you'll be happy that you did. Have a great day, all. Bye.